Hi. In this material I will show you how you can work on the dot2 console using a library that you have modified for your needs. But first, let's quickly talk about why you might need this. Let's assume you work in a television studio. There are permanently installed lights that can emit warm or cold light. The library is written in such a way that the default light temperature is set to warm. Unfortunately, you always have to work in a cold temperature. This leads to a situation where, after raising the dimmer, you still have to find the option responsible for the temperature and change its value. Everything would be okay if you only had to do it once. But what if you have 40 lamps, and from time to time, you need to use a lamp that is not saved in the scene? It would be nice to be able to choose it and gently raise the dimmer without having to look elsewhere. These situations can occur when there is an additional, unforeseen guest in the studio, or when, for example, a lamp is damaged and needs to be replaced with another, etc. Let's start then. The first very important thing is to make sure that we are working on the most similar versions possible. For me, it will be grandMA 2 on PC version 3.5.0.6, and dot2 on PC version 1.5.0. To demonstrate the effect, I'll also use dot2 3D version 1.5.0.2. Remember that if you take grandMA 2 in version 3.9, for example, and dot2 on PC in version 1.5, it won't work. Why do you need grandMA 2 software? Because in the dot2 software, you can't modify device libraries. Let's launch our application. Choose Command Overlay, then Setup, and Patch and Fixture Schedule. Here, give a name to our layer. I will be working with a Chauvet lamp, specifically the Ovation F915 VW model with 4 channels. Search for our device and press Import. And then Apply. Now click on Fixture Types and choose our lamp from the list. Here, we can see which channel is responsible for what. We will be interested in the second channel. The first thing I do is change both the short and long device names. Then click on Edit. As we can see, the initial value of the second channel is 0, which means warm color. This is the minimum. Let's change this value to the maximum, which is 100. Now we can exit this window by pressing X, and then export this new library. Click on the Export button and choose the USB drive. This way, we will be able to easily find our library. Click OK, and we can close this application. Let's go to our USB drive now. We see here that the program created a grandMA folder and in it a library subfolder. This is where our exported library is saved. Now, let's run the dot2 on PC application. Click on Setup and choose Patch and Fixture Schedule. In the next window, click on Add New Fixtures, and then on Select Other. Here, change the disk to USB. To do this, hover over Internal with the mouse, click the left mouse button, and drag it up until the USB drive appears. As we can see, there are no libraries to choose from here. Let's go to our drive then. We see that the application created another dot2 folder here. Let's copy our library and paste it into the library catalog in the dot2 folder. After returning to the application, click on Escape, and then again on Select Others. Now we see that we already have our library available. Let's choose it and click OK, then OK again, Done, and apply all changes. Our device has been patched. Let's select it and click on the Color tab, and then Raw Color. Here, we see that the color temperature value is set to 100. For comparison, let's patch the same device, but with its original library. Now select the second device and click on the Color tab. Here, we see that the color temperature of this device is defaultly set to 0. To illustrate this even better, let's now run the dot2 3D application. Let's connect both applications. To do this, just go to Setup, then Sessions. Choose the 3D tab and click on Add. If we don't see our 3D application here, go to it, click File, and then Settings. There, choose the Network tab and from the drop-down list, select for example this. After network changes, we need to restart our application. Now we should already see the 3D application in dot2 on PC. Let's choose it and click on Start New or Join an existing session. Choose New Session 1. After a while, both applications will connect. Now we can set up our two devices. To see how they shine, we need to do one more thing. When we select them and raise the dimmer to 100%, we don't see any effect. We still need to change the device model. So, select our devices, right-click, and choose Change Model. I choose Generic, LED PAR. Click OK. Now it's clear that one of them shines with cool light, and the other with warm light. If you want to learn more, visit us at broadcastwizard.tech, where you can join a community of professionals in the field of lighting and multimedia, and if you liked what you saw, be sure to subscribe to this channel. It would be great if you would also visit us on social media.